Welcome to the Duck Pyramid, where I rate my pet ducks based on their behavior last week. At the bottom of our pyramid this week, we have Maple. Now, if you watched last week's episode, you'll remember that Maple did not wear a suit to his own wedding, which of course we were very disappointed in him for. Well, this week he doesn't get a free excuse because he didn't get married. So this week we were doing Christmas photos. Maple was supposed to be Santa Claus, and he wasn't gonna do it. And I wasn't gonna make him do it, so we have naked Maple in the Christmas photos. And up next, we have Bubbles. Last night, I was putting all the ducks to bed. I opened the pen. I was like, go to bed, ducks. And they all walled out perfectly in a line. It was literally one of the easiest times I have ever had the ducks just listen to me the first time I told them to go to bed. And I was proud of all of them, except Bubbles. Bubbles was like, oh, go to bed? I'm going to go into the doghouse in the pen and hide. Well, I don't know why she did that, but she did. Everybody else went to bed. Bubbles was like, nope, I'm going to hide in the doghouse. So then I had to find her and put her to bed myself. And up next, we have Donut. As per usual, Donut is wreaking havoc, pooping in the water bowls. She's being really mean to everyone that tries to swim in the pool at the same time she's swimming in the pool. I don't know if she thinks it's like a private pool because it's winter and it's smaller or something, but she's not being very nice to everybody else, and that's not cool, Donut. And lastly on this row, we have Mr. Whip. And this one is really disappointing for me because Mr. Whip had so much potential to be up at the very top this week because he did an absolutely quacktastic job for our Christmas photos. When Maple didn't want to be Mr. Santa Claus, Mr. Whip stepped up and he was like, I'll do it. He loved it. He was like, yes, please take my picture. Honestly, he was acting like Munchkin usually does in a photo shoot. So I was like, you go, Mr. Whip. But unfortunately, he landed himself down here because he is a bully. Avocado Toast and Hash Brown Montana were booked for the same time slot as him at the Christmas photos that I was taking myself. I had them all together. He was so mean to them that when I actually first put them in the shower so they could get ready, I saw Mr. Whip, he was yawning and it looked like he had something stuck on his, in his mouth. And I was really worried about him, so I took him out and I was trying to open his beak so I could look in, which if you've ever opened a duck's beak, especially a miniature duck's beak, it's very hard to see what's going on in there. And I was very worried about him because I was like, I hope he didn't grow something on his tongue or eat something he shouldn't have. Yeah, it was literally either Toast or Hash Brown's feather that he pulled off of them and then tried to eat. So, bottom of the row for being a bully. Leveling up though, we have Raven. Now Raven didn't do anything particularly good this week. She also didn't do anything particularly bad. She's kind of just in the middle duck this week, but we always appreciate her just for being pretty and making my life easy by being a simple duck. And next up, we have Sugar. Now, I know you're probably surprised to see Sugar this high up on the pyramid this week, and to be completely honest with you, it's not like she did anything that significant. She's still her sassy self, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. I needed to take a video of her this week and put a little audio where she was being sassy, and she was kind of friendly when we did that, so yay, Sugar. And next up, we have Hash Brown Montana. Hash Brown was also one of the ducks that was taking Christmas photos, and this was, of course, her first year doing Christmas photos, so I am quite proud of her for doing a pretty good job. The only thing that she did was, while I was trying to take her picture, she decided to fly back into the shower because she still wanted to keep swimming, and I was like, you get to do that before the photos, you get to swim after the photos, but during the photos, you need to stay here. But other than that, for her first year doing photos, I have to say she did a really good job. And once again, leveling up, we have Chip. Chip actually has been coming out quite a bit lately. I've seen him. He's here to make a comment this week. I was so pleased with him over Thanksgiving because I got him a little pie and he actually ate it, and I wasn't expecting him to eat it because he never eats the treats that I make for him, but he did, so I was really proud of him. And then I also gave him food, and I saw him like take the food, stuff it in his cheek pouches, and carry it over to his little hiding spot. And I've never actually seen him do that, which is kind of crazy because he's like 2.5 years old, which is old for a hamster. But I've never seen him do that. I've never seen him like shove stuff in his cheeks and then shove it out. And I just thought it was adorable, and he deserves recognition for that. And next up, we have Avocado Toast. Avocado Toast, as I mentioned earlier, was also taking Christmas photos with Hash Brown Montana. They both really did a good job, but Toast just did a lot better because she didn't try to go into the shower. She was like, oh, you're taking pictures of me? Okay. Oh, you want me to wear this little Christmas collar? Okay, sure, do whatever you want. As long as you're giving me attention and I'm getting mealworms, she was happy. So I was very proud of her, especially because, again, these guys are young. They're not used to this. They don't come in the house as often as ducks like Munchkin do. So I was just super proud of them both, but Avocado Toast especially. And at the top of our pyramid this week, we have Munchkin. As you probably expected, Munchkin did an absolutely quacktastic job on our Christmas photos this week. She actually had to do 2 rounds of Christmas photos because someone, not naming any names, probably maybe her husband, didn't come prepared the first day, so we had to reshoot the next day. But both days, Munchkin did an absolutely amazing job. She actually wore the Santa suit too that Maple would not wear. Those photos did not make the final cut because obviously we were trying to have one of the boy ducks be Santa so she could be Mrs. Claus. But you know, she'll take on any role that's given to her, so we love that for her. And just in general, she filmed cameos this week. She filmed other videos. She's just always so good at everything she does. And especially with the cameos this week, like sometimes if I try to film one and she doesn't want to do it, she'll just like walk away. But this week she just kind of sat there every time we did one. So I was like, okay, girl, no cameo reshoots this week. So good job. Thank you, Munchkin. If you're still here, I just want to let you know about some of our favorite holiday things going on right now. We do have the 2023 Christmas calendars out now, and we also have winter merch. This is the Sugar the Angry Duck merch. It's Sugar's very first own piece of merch, so we're very, of course, proud of her for that. And they come in tie-dye now, which I think is so exciting. There's a couple different tie-dye colors. There's tie-dye sweatshirts and tie-dye t-shirts, and there's also another design with Munchkin and Maple, and it's perfect for winter. And yeah, but thank you guys for watching. Be sure to join us here next week for another round of the Duck Pyramid.